Live from our studios in Las Colinas, the one business show that's been compared to the mullet.
Business up front, party in the back.
From Wall Street to your street, the issues, the people. It's time now for DFW Business Today with Brian Glenn.
Welcome back. 8:03. I'm wearing something very fashionable. It's cool. It's stretchy. It's one of my favorite colors. It's blue. Some medical apparel. The company's called FR Apparel. Frank and Sharon joining me on the show. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning. I like. What am I wearing, by the way? What is this?
It's a scrub top.
A scrub top.
That's
so I
could
could I could be working in a dental office, a medical, any kind of medical office.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Chiropractor.
absolutely.
Yeah. Now you got a company, FR Apparel. Take me back of how you guys started this fantastic company.
Well, let's see. About 12, 13 years ago, I came into the medical apparel industry, and one of the very first items that I looked at was the lack of effort and the lack of design, any kind of strategy that was associated with the men's apparel. And it was kind of like an illegitimate bastard stepchild to the women's line. All the men's lines with all the companies out there are really nothing more than a modified version of a woman's line.
Sure.
So
the cut on these would be it's just unisex. What if you
exactly, and unisex means it doesn't fit anybody.
Doesn't fit anybody, right? I would probably say
nice.
For a female that has a little bit more of a tapered physique, you would walk around with frumpy scrubs on.
Correct.
Okay.
And eventually they started changing the designs for women, and then. But nothing ever happened with guys. And so I decided, hey, guys are used to buying pants with waist and inseam sizing. So we were the first ones to come up with waist and inseam sizing. And then another area that guys absolutely cannot stand, which I don't blame them, is guys hate drawstring pants.
Yes.
And I freaking hate them too. So
Drawstring, come on, man. No drawstring pants. No. I can't stand them. I'm going to put on those pants in the break because I didn't have enough time to switch out the jeans.
Well, so that's what we did. We came up with the slogan, "We ditched the drawstring," and we trademarked it and stuck it on our poster and all kinds of our social media, and it's been a big success for us.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Sharon.
Drawstring is great on pajama pants.
Agree.
Right. But not all day long, all day, trying to undo and unknot the string.
What was the good? Yes. And then it's always in a knot.
Right. At the worst possible time when you are like really needing it to not be in a knot.
It's in a knot.
I got a buddy of mine.
You got to sit there and tug on it.
I got a buddy of mine that he's a
surgical nurse.
And when I gave him the pants, I said, "Hey, Maddie, try these on." And Maddie went to the bathroom and changed out the pants. He came back out and he used a bunch of expletives, but basically said, "Dude, there's no drawstring."
There's no drawstring.
And he said, I can't tell you how many times I've had to literally cut my drawstring because I put it in a knot when I went to go pull it off.
And then, of course, that trails inside the garment itself.
It drove him up the wall. So he said, I love these pants, no drawstring. So we have a zipper and a button and belt loops. So they're
right. They basically, we sell them like a pair of jeans with the waist size, inseam size, which is, we're the only company doing that.
Yeah. What was a tipping point for you guys when you were in the industry before? When did you say, you know what, I think we have something here and someone will buy it?
I posted a picture, the weekend that we got our first initial shipment in from the manufacturer overseas. I posted on Facebook, and we had originally been... The whole idea behind this company was we were going to be an e-commerce site only. Never really thought that any retail stores were going to want the product, mainly because there's so little room on retail floors, the stores. So I posted this picture with all the product and all the boxes in our little warehouse. And one of my Facebook friends, who's a store manager in Louisville, Scrubs, etc., her name is Sonia. Sonia saw the post, and Sonia said, "I want to see your product. When you're in town, let me know." So I called her up the next day and said, I'm here. You want to get together? And she said yes. And one thing led to another, and we're in all the stores.
And you got your first shipment, and you're like your first purchase order, and you're like, we're off and running.
Well, when Frank came up with the idea, and I was not going to get that involved in it. I just kind of have become extremely involved in it. And he kept telling me about this great idea that the men hate the drawstring, men hate the whole scrub, baggy, unattractive look that they have on all day long, especially if they work out and they're in this.
You can tell I work out, right? So I can
totally tell.
Yeah,
totally
buff.
That was a joke. That was.
But guys, they get tired of being walking around in your pajamas all day long, and so he had this idea, and I was like, that sounds great. I don't know anything about scrubs at that time, which was about 9 months ago, and except for what he had told me. So he had the idea, got the manufacturer in place, got the fabric, and got it out there, got our web designer. We're all website only. That's our great idea. That way.
Well, that takes me, actually, that was one of the questions I had. Because we've seen a shift in the retail industry going to e-commerce versus the brick and mortar. We've got to take a break. We come back. Frank and Sharon are in the studio. FR Apparel is here. Plus, Chef Nico Taco is here as well. I'm showing some of this good food on Facebook Live. We've got plenty.
I'm eating some of it over here.
You are? You've already eaten?
I'm eating it. Yeah. Well,
we're taking a break. I haven't eaten anything.
I wasn't going to let it get soggy.
There you go. Don't let it get soggy. Hey, give us a few minutes. We'll come right back and listen to 620 AM KEXP. Your experts in business. Be right back. Banjo picking over there?
That's the Scrubs theme song.
Oh, there you go.
The TV show.
Did you guys know this at all? Frank and Sharon, did you guys know this? That was the Scrubs theme song?
Had no idea. I think I've watched that. But that's not on the air anymore.
No, it's not.
I kind of feel smarter with these Scrubs on. I feel like I could walk around, maybe sell myself as a medical expert.
You just need some glasses now.
Like last week, I was in American Eyewear. And I put glasses on. I felt like Harry Potter. A smart Harry Potter. It was kind of fun.
You can sell medical supplies.
I could
door to door or something.
Now, if you had a medical supply salesperson, would they wear something like this? Would they go ahead and wear your stuff out in the field?
A lot of them do. Yes.
A lot of them do.
Yes. It just depends, but some of them will wear more business attire, but there's quite a few that actually do wear scrubs, top and bottom.
Okay. So when you go out and meet your clients and they get this first order, they call you and go, look, this stuff is good. I feel great.
Yeah. Usually, since we were going to be website only, you don't get a lot of feedback when you ship online. But, every now and then we will get an email saying that your scrubs have changed my life. I absolutely love the pants. The pants are the big invention, the new thing. Totally.
Everybody likes the frankyray pants.
Right. And so the stores, as soon as the product got taken into the stores, we started in Dallas and we've branched out to about 14 stores now. I'll let Frank name off where they all are.
Yeah. We're in California, Southern California.
Nice.
We're in, we're in Louisiana and Oklahoma and
cities all over Texas.
Yeah, and cities all over Texas.
But you started here in Flower Mound?
Yeah, we did.
Right. Our first, our first store was Scrubs Etc., which is a 6-store chain here in the Metroplex.
Right.
And then we worked our way. We've got one store in South Arlington that we're working with called Uniforms Plus. No,
PRN.
I'm sorry,
Uniforms Plus is Amarillo.
Yeah,
we've got so many now, and I do all of the shipping and the packing, and so I kind of have all the addresses.
I think PRN's a national. Are they around the state?
Well,
they sound. I think I've heard of them before. That's
PRN is actually. It's like Scrubs Etc., Scrubs ETC. They're all over the country, except that they're all individually owned and operated.
So you're getting some pretty good purchase orders for your stuff.
Once they get in the stores, and then the women that work in the stores, it's mostly women, start pushing the product, and the men will come in and say, "What's new? What do you have? Anything new, please? Anything?" And
colors, different colors you guys have?
Yeah, we have
6 colors.
2 are coming.
We have 2 more coming in April.
What's the most popular color? what I'm wearing?
Black.
Black.
Navy's pretty big. You're in royal. That's what you're in
Of course
right
I
now.
am. I was kidding. I could see black being, well, I don't know if I'd want my doctor wearing black.
Yeah, a lot of dentists and a lot of chiropractors seem to order black.
Makes them look thinner.
Usually,
These pants make you look thinner because they're not so baggy.
That's true.
that's true.
But
Absolutely.
the men, a lot of the men, the women, we've had so many reorders from these stores because they'll get a guy in there who'll buy a pair of pants and then come in and say, I want 4 more because I
What
want.
is the price point on these, by the way? Just curious.
Retail price on the pants are $34, and the shirts are $30.
Okay, I'm surprised by that. Only because it's a specialty item. I thought it would be much more than that.
Well, we're towards.
No, I think it's
it's reasonable, definitely, because it's a nice quality fabric. But we're definitely a higher price point than some of these.
We're more on the higher end price point, but we are not the highest.
I think that's very affordable. I don't think that's too pricey at all.
That's where we were trying to put our price point.
Yeah.
Really, the amount of design features that we put in both the pant and the shirt.
You got some pockets here. What are these little things in front? Is this for like?
That's for a stethoscope.
Okay.
That's literally to hold the stethoscope in place when you lean forward. When
they put it around their neck and then they lean forward, it doesn't swing out.
I'd like to have my partner in there contribute to this conversation, but he's got food in his mouth. It's great. He gets to eat while I got to sit here and guide the show. That's got to be nice. No, I just looked over and you were eating. Good stuff, though, right?
Man, I just destroyed that thing.
Wow, that's good. I'm over here still hungry. Frank and Sharon are with us with the FR Apparel. Started about 6 months ago. It's amazing you see something kind of go 6 months, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Go from an idea to now a very successful e-commerce based business with retail presence in the stores. Where do you go from here? I mean, is there any other line or any other industry that you would want to get into? Or you're not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, right?
Yeah, actually, it's a good question. It's actually a very good question. Right now, we want to just grow our business and continue to grow it. We're going to add lines, more material, and a couple of different shirts and a couple of different pants. And then after that, we'll see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to get that word out. I mean, it's easy in the scrub shops because you have people pushing your product because they want to sell it, obviously, so that they can turn it over and have more brought in. But the website is all up to how your website looks, which ours is frankyray.com. And it's how many, what page you're on Google. If you're on the third page, a lot of people won't go to the third page. So in other
words, you're investing a lot on search engine optimization,
yes, we are.
doing backlinks and all that good stuff.
That's correct.
Exactly.
So we can shoot, what we'll do, because we have an expert comes on every Friday, we'll shoot a video after this show, and we'll post it up that you can use, and that uses as info and the Google search terms and all that good stuff, and we'll tie it over to 6:20 a.m. Salem Media. That's all. It all pushes it to the top.
Right. Exactly.
That would be
we would
wonderful.
love
Thank you.
that.
Yeah, and we do the same thing with my friend. Doesn't the food over here look good? I keep eating on these things.
It looks good and smells good.
Oh, man, it's really good stuff. What am I eating, by the way? What is this? Plantains?
Yeah, plantain chips.
What kind of oil are you using that?
Soybean oil.
Yeah, they're good. We go to Mexico every year. They're very popular.
I've been eating plantains or plátanos since I was a little kid.
Wow.
I love them.
Super popular.
It is.
You can use those for just regular chip, or you can use it for chips for dipping in any sauce. It's great.
And they're part of the paleo diet, Brian.
It is?
Yes.
True. No grain.
Juice last night.
Yes.
There was nothing to eat, and I decided I was going to make smoothies for dinner. So I went to the grocery store and bought a bunch of fruit and made smoothies. That was my dinner last night.
Wow.
Trying to lose weight.
Not bad.
The sizes I'm wearing right now is an XL. I think this is an XL. I think this is the one I put on. It feels good. It's not. I thought it would be. The other one was too small. I immediately went to put it on. So I think this is the XL.
Are you broadcasting video on Facebook right now?
I'm about to launch on again. It was too much to kind of do everything. I need an intern.
Because I know that people want to see you in those scrubs.
Yeah. Well, they'll have to wait for a little bit.
Okay.
I need an intern for this show. I need a social media intern. I've said this for a couple months now. It's hard to.
And now
I
you,
feel like
now
a
you won't have to
circus.
force them to wake up early in the morning.
I know.
They can come
That's
later.
one, nobody wants to show up to work because I tell them that they have to be here like 6:45 and then they don't show up.
As the host of a radio show, you
what
could
happens.
probably be official enough to sign off on an
Look,
actual internship for credit.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I want to go to was it North Texas, SMU? We got tons of universities here. I just need somebody to show up and do my social media.
Well,
Just do my social-
UNT
I got
has
camera. I got all this stuff. I just
UNT
need-
has a big broadcasting program.
Let's do that.
There you
We'll
go.
do that. It's 827. The company. Give the company website one more time.
It's frankyray.com.
frankyray.com.
It's FRANKYRAY.
.com.
.com. And we'll make sure we put that up on our Facebook
It's already
page.
up on our Twitter.
You already got it up there. Good stuff. How big has social media been? Obviously, Facebook helped push the stores, but I think social media places like Facebook is a great place for them to look and click, and you can load 6 pictures on it, and they can study it. And
That's absolutely the truth. Yes. Social
showcase.
media has been that's right now, it's our primary.
Can you imagine launching this company 10 years ago when there was no Facebook?
there'd be no way to have people find out about it.
Exactly.
Right, because
Exactly.
we're on Facebook, and Frank is a big LinkedIn guy. He is all over LinkedIn. You will be on LinkedIn by the end of the day because everybody that we do business with is on his LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn.
But we're on Pinterest, Instagram.
Well, because you probably pay for the extra services on LinkedIn, right?
No, actually,
You don't. Oh,
No.
because you could, because then you
Yes,
can
you
get
could.
really particular and draw down on anybody that's in the medical field, doctor, and you could sit there and market straight to them. Okay, I got to take a break. 8:28. Stick around. Tortaco's in the house. Chef Nico is here with some food. I'm finally going to get to eat some of this, and we'll continue our conversation with FR Apparel. Frank and Sharon's in the house.
Chef Nico is my hero.
Chef Nico is a hero.
right.
Correct. I'm going to nominate him for Department of Food. We'll be right back.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky.
It is. I was just commenting. What did I just eat? The shrimp and the shrimp and what is that?
That's our shrimp bowl. It has some serrano rice with some peppers and shrimp and a little spicy broth.
You guys get Frank and Sharon. You got to get over here and get a plate and get a scoop of that stuff. Good, delicious. We have Frank and Sharon from F&R Apparel. FR Apparel. Website once again for you guys.
frankyray.com. FRANKYRAY.com.
Okay, so if you work in the medical industry and you know how frumpy those outfits can be and how unattractive they are on you, I can assure you that this is going to look wonderful. And we were talking in the break about when you go out to lunch and Chef Nico sees this, I'm sure, every day. You know when people work in the medical industry that they're wearing scrubs.
Correct.
And so you've got your potential customer just identifying themselves that, hey, I'm a future consumer of your product. You go up to them and you do what?
I introduce myself, I give them my business card, and I say, we manufacture scrubs for men. And usually the initial response is always, oh, really? And then I say, I was looking at your pants, and our pants are waist and inseam sizing, and that usually comes with, huh?
Like, you can do that?
Yeah, exactly. And then I say, like your jeans? I'm like, yeah. I said, you buy a pair of jeans in the size medium? No. Good. You buy, and I usually am pretty good at picking out what their waist and inseam size is. And I said, so you're a 32, 32. And he said, usually they'll, yes. I said, well, we have that in stock. I said, do you have to, it usually works out really well when they're not a perfect medium. If they're like a 34, 30.
They're a tight medium, but large is too big.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So then I usually say, you have to get your pants hemmed? Yes. You don't have to with us.
Yeah, our pants are cool because you can be 6'5" and really lean, and we've got your size. If you are in drawstring scrubs and you're 6'5" and really lean, you have to buy an XL, but then you have to draw your drawstring tighter. If you're kind of heavy in the middle and short, we've got your size. Otherwise, you have to go and buy a small No, I'm sorry, a large, and have it hemmed. So you're taking your scrubs that are uncomfortable and ill-fitting to the tailor and spending more money on them.
And I think we need to remind ourselves just the hours, the long hours these people that you generally work in the medical field work. They do 12-hour shifts, a lot of them. So you're, like you said earlier, you're in some clothes for a long time, much like people in the restaurant industry.
Absolutely. 12-hour shifts.
Yeah. I could see you crossing over, going into the restaurant type.
That's true. Yeah. Tell your story, Nico.
Yeah. You tell a little story in the break.
About the pants?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was comparing it to the chef pants used to be, always with a string hanging out everywhere. And then now, love to wear pants that look kind of formal, not kind of, baggy and that kind of stuff all over.
Dresses it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like you don't go buy jeans size medium with a drawstring. Because who would want to, obviously nobody ever even heard of that, but no one's ever heard of scrubs
So
with
do you have a
jean sizing.
Do you have a 3630?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay, Brian, I'm coming tomorrow and I'm going to be wearing scrubs.
You know what's funny? I'm thinking about my schedule today.
It's radio.
And
I can just dress out where I want.
I could wear scrubs all day wherever I go, and I can just, hand out business cards for you. Go check them out. If you're an HR person or you're office manager for any type of medical related field, go see these guys. It doesn't hurt to check them out, and it might be a pleasant change to what you're wearing now.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure.
Hopefully a comfortable change.
Yeah, comfortable change. Because sometimes change is not comfortable, but changing into the next topic is Tortaco. Good stuff. And you still haven't had any, so maybe we'll kind of relieve.
Frank's going to jump in any second.
I'm about to say we can relieve you of your microphone duties if you want, and come grab some of this.